After more than 70 years, the U.S. Army just identified an Arab man's remains that happened back in August. He was killed in the Korean War. Now he'll finally be laid to rest in his hometown. Wait 31 reporter Jim Abbott joins me live now in studio. Jim, why did it take them so long?
Well, Nicole, it appears to be a combination of several factors. The initial intense fighting, which made it difficult to access remains, and then a series of burials as unknown stopped everything. But a POW MIA agency never gave up and pushed for the identification that we now have. Corporal Wayman Slayton was just 18 when his company battled the North Korean People's Army on August 31st, 1950. Slayton's battalion was driven from its position and he was lost in the fighting. On the U.S. Army's website, you can see what is believed to be the last letter he wrote. It says, quote, "Here I am in my foxhole trying to write these few lines. My buddies on each side of me have already got killed, and I am expecting to be killed any time. Somebody is going to have to pray. This is all I have time to write. Goodbye forever." Slayton was first listed as missing in action, and in 1953, the Army listed him as presumed dead. Remains found 11 miles west of where Slayton was reported missing couldn't be identified in the 1950s and were buried as unknown, first in South Korea and later in Hawaii. But thanks to the Korean War Disinterment Project, the Army used updated lab technology in 2024 and was able to determine the remains are Slayton's. Casey Bertling, a South Korean native, has made it her mission to honor Korean War veterans. She heard about Slayton this morning.
And I pray for all his relatives, his cousins, and remaining families, that they find some comfort and peace.
Bertling says in the last 20 years, since she started her Legacy for Korean War Veterans Foundation, she's seen more people recognize veterans who fought in the Korean War, especially those who made the ultimate sacrifice. And she feels Corporal Slayton's story will further that cause.
I want their legacy to live on and pass it on to younger generations.
And Bertling adds that she feels it's important for younger generations to realize that the freedom that they have now to say whatever they want, to go to whatever school they want, to achieve their dreams, are because of soldiers like Corporal Slayton who fought and died. Freedoms that he was not able to realize himself. So now, almost 75 years later, Corporal Wayman Slayton will be buried in his hometown of Arab a little less than 2 months from now, January 13, 2025. Live in studio with coverage you can count on, Jim Abbott, Wave 31 News.